Hey, what's going on out there, man? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Time for a noon pop-up show, man, with the sports machine. So y'all just come on in and enjoy yourselves. We gonna talk a little Falcon football. This is a 8K special, subscriber special. So if y'all in the comment section, go ahead and drop those questions. Y'all gonna get to talk to me live and all that good stuff. But before we get into this thing, man, just come on in and come on in and come on in. Come on in. Let's talk some Falcons football. Let's talk some Falcons football, man. Come on in. I got three in the chat already. Come on in, come on in, come on in. But I know y'all seen the title already, man, and I know y'all saying I'm tripping again, but some strange reason, man, I think Falcons could be working with something this year. You look at the move they made in the offseason already, man, and I'm not going to question any move that they made this offseason because they put themselves in excellent position to improve this team, improve their 7 wins from last year. So when you see it that way, I think the Falcons have, plenty of chances to take this thing in the right direction. And to be honest, I think Terry Fontenot has saved Arthur Smith's job by the move they made this offseason. And starting with the hiring of Jerry Gray and Ryan Nielsen, I still think those are the two best moves the Falcons have made this offseason. And I'm talking about players and all, because it started with the coaching. So coaching is the key to everything. But before I continue rambling, I got my boy Winston, special guest, joining me today, man. He gonna sit back, talk some Falcon football with me right quick. And before we get into the Desmond Ritter thing, the Falcons have made another signing, man. Trey Flowers. Trey Flowers is now an Atlanta Falcon. I call him a defensive back. He's listed as a safety, but he can play any position on the field, man. And any defensive back position. Because as I've told y'all, competition is everything with Arthur Smith. And I like that he keep making moves as a revolving door at every position. So if you even fall off your A game, hey,
go.
You got to go, man. So this is what I love, and this is what makes Arthur Smith go. And to check out my full thoughts, man, please go to the channel. I just dropped the video before I came on live. And I think Trey Flowers is an excellent addition because you talk about a guy that can play strong safety, nickel corner, and he can get after the quarterback. So you can use him as a Jamal Adams type player. So, it's an excellent move. But before we get to going, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Fogo the Great, Gifted Prodigy, Jamal D, Shaka Zulu, what's up, my dude? Miss Carrie, what's up? Pat Pox Point, Bob G, the Euro, Yuri the Euro, DeAndre Facing. Thank y'all. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Alberto, man. Our boy Alberto 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Y'all, please go check him out on YouTube, man. He doing this thing. Help him get to them 1,000 subs, man, because when he get to those 1,000 subs, man, we gonna go crazy for a whole month on his channel. We gonna build that thing up, to the max. But right quick, man, I ain't gonna keep being long-winded. Give me your quick thoughts on Trey Flowers, man.
I mean, well, before any of that, appreciate you for having me on.
No
I
doubt,
see
bro.
Superhero Smitty for all those villains out there in the world that want to sneak this and all that. Yeah, y'all some suckers for that. But anyway, me ain't gonna
Hey, Weston, I'm gonna be real with you, man. You know me. I keep it positive all the
yeah,
time,
yeah.
24/7. Hey, man, we
That's why I
love
tell
living.
you to do this.
Hey, we
Your
love
content,
life over here,
your
bro.
content on big low, tidy. Like it's always it's always a positive experience, and it's great content. So anybody that want to sneak this and talk this reckless, yeah, you can have it. But anyway, beyond that, Congratulations on your 8,000.
Appreciate it.
Well,
Appreciate it.
well deserved. Next milestone is 10. And after that, 20. And after that, 50. We keep growing and keep building. That's life.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Hey Berto, a big shout out to Berto because y'all done something amazing together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was God sent, man, because God sent Alberto my way, man. One phone called me out the blue, no lie. Called me out the blue. We talked about a good 30 minutes. After that, man, we talk every day. We doing our thing, bro.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Um, but back to the football. Trey Flowers. Trey Flowers is a great addition. Somebody's going to lose their roster spot behind him.
Oh
So
yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
that's a given. Somebody's going to lose their roster spot. You got a DB that can play free safety, strong safety, nickel corner, outside corner. That
Yep.
versatility is what they've been preaching since day one. We want to be
Yep.
multiple. We want to be versatile. So him being the signing to Atlanta right now is something great. It's something great. And then don't get it overestimated. He's not a supremely talented player, but at the same time, he's a quality depth piece. And
Right.
because therefore we don't have a fall off. We don't have a fall off if one of our starters go down somewhere. We
Agreed.
keep
And
running our same defensive scheme.
yeah, and like I said, man, I think Richard Grant is on notice with this signing. He took a little step. He took a step forward last year. I'm not gonna lie, he played much better than he did his rookie year. But Miss Carey, she makes a great point. Says she loved the signing. He can play corner and he can play in the box. That's probably what she means. He can cover
Mhm.
tight ends. Good depth piece, adds competition on the defense. Come from a winning Bengals defense reunited with Jesse Bates. And 9 times out of 10, this is why they probably signed him because those two played together in Cincinnati last year. That was the
Mhm.
first thing that came to my mind. And when you talk about familiarity, and this is something that they preach also, you see it with Arthur Smith bringing over Tennessee Titans. You see it with Ryan, what's his name? Ryan Pace. See him bringing over former Chicago Bears. So familiarity is always key with a lot of these players. And trust me, this one right here is going to be no different. So, like I said, he adds depth, he adds versatility to the secondary, and it's definitely something they need. And I saw, a couple of comments. Not only was Richie Grant, you look at guys like Jalen Hawkins. Uh, yeah,
That's
yeah. So the Falcons did not have much depth at safety, but now I think they're going to go into camp, um, ready and motivated. And as I said, this is what he preaches, and this is what makes Arthur Smith different from a lot of coaches because he has a revolving door at all these positions.
mhm.
Uh, let's see. Tony Wright says great signing by the Falcons. Can't believe the Bengals didn't resign him. We need big help in the secondary last season, 2 seasons ago when they went to the Super Bowl, and that's a good key. You have experience, Super Bowl experience, so you bring that element into the Falcons defense and locker room. Period. It will help change the whole environment. So it's just something to think about. But like I said, man, I'm gonna open up the chat in a little while. This is an 8K special, and this is all about y'all, man. Because if it weren't for y'all, I would not have reached this milestone. So I'm gonna let y'all get some things off y'all chest. But first, um, let's talk about this Desmond Ritter thing. And man, the way I came up with this question, the quarterback always has a lot of weight on his shoulders, and rightfully so because he's 9 times out of 10 he's the key to the ignition. But Desmond Ritter, with the weapons that they have put around him, you talk about Bijan Robinson, first round pick. You talk about re-signing the offensive line, a rushing attack that was number 3 in the league at 159 yards a game. You add depth at the key position of running back, offensive line you stacked up. So why can't he be a Pro Bowl quarterback next year? I mean, all thing you need to do is to stay in rhythm, and I think this is actually could be Arthur Smith coming out party. To be honest, because if he called all the right plays, keeps that offensive rhythm, who's to say Desmond Ritter is not a Pro Bowler? Give me your thoughts right quick on could he be a Pro Bowler or is that kind of a reach?
I think, to be honest, I think that his ceiling should be at least a Pro Bowl alternate with all the weapons that he have around him. You look at it like, all right, so we look at Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts made massive stride in his passing ability this past season, but he has weapons all across the field. All right, so is it not realistic to sit there and think that Desmond Ritter should be going in those same steps, seeing that we built this team similarly?
Right.
So his floor should be Pro Bowl alternate, or at least in the conversation of it.
Yeah.
We don't have, like, in the NFC, we don't have dominant quarterbacks. The dominant quarterbacks is over in the AFC.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like I said, Jalen Hurts just got his 255. So you had to put him in that conversation. Who else can you put in there?
We got Dak making money, but Dak is not producing.
Derek Carr is on the Saints. He's going to be in a high-power offense. So you have to at least, put him in the conversation because of where he landed and what he could do with those weapons they have in New Orleans. And I give them their props. I can't stand them, but, I'm going to be realistic with stuff. I cannot overlook Derek Carr with a Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas.
That's the biggest thing. We don't know what Kamara's situation going to end up turning out to be because he's facing litigation right now. So could end up being suspended for the first 6-8 games of the season. He may miss the whole season. And if you don't have Kamara there, that offense is going to take a massive step back because you don't have that dynamic out of the backfield.
Right. And I give a shout out to Justin Fields, man. He had a pretty good year last year. He's got more weapons. I mean, so this could be a coming out party for a couple of quarterbacks in the NFC, not only Desmond Ritter, but a lot of teams have put pieces around their quarterback to make them successful. And Desmond is going to have a run game. And the run game is Arthur Smith bread and butter. So you improve the run game. If you improve the run game, you improve the play action, you improve the RPO, and you improve whatever is, all of the players that's on this offense. Because Kyle Pitts missed a lot of time last season due to a knee injury. You get him back. Drake London, 6'4", first-round pick last year, and you add a Bijan Robinson to the fold already with Cordell Patterson, Tyler Algier. I'm thinking Desmond Ritter, like you said, his ceiling could be Pro Bowl alternate. But this year, with the weapons that he has, and he only had, 2 touchdown passes last year. I get that in 4 games. But it seems like he was only aiming for Drake London, so he has more weapons this year. He can spread the field, learn to read coverages, and once he does that, I think he's going to be excellent. And I saw it at Cincinnati. That game against Alabama, man, you talk about NFL-ready players. He was zipping the ball, fitting the ball in the small places. And if you think about it, I think that can translate to the next level, which I think it can this year. Like I said, but it all depends on Arthur Smith and his play caller. So just tell me, am I crazy? Because I just see it. He doesn't have a reason not to succeed.
I put it to you like this. I've watched Desmond Ritter while he was in college. I'm not completely sold on him Because when he finally got into the league and he finally got his chance, his shot, he's zoned in on one side of the field. All you gotta do
Right.
is follow his eyes, and it's gonna tell you where that ball going. He was going London, 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 London. All right. A lot of people keep talking about, well, he didn't have a turnover. Well, if you go back and watch the tape,
Yeah, they
he
dropped a
actually
couple.
he threw 4 to 5 turnovers. They just
Yeah,
dropped it.
right.
So that number is skewed. He got 2 touchdowns, but he had 2 touchdowns against backups.
Yeah.
He had 0 interception, but they dropped the ball. You see what I'm saying? So, but he has to calm himself down in the pocket. That's the biggest thing to make you zone in on one player. You got to calm yourself down in the pocket, take your time, and read the field. Maybe
Yeah.
something number one is not open. All right, that's cool. Let's progress. Let's go see what number 2 doing. Let's go see what number 3 doing. You know the timing of it. So if you know the timing of it, then all right, if number 1's not open at 1 second, then 2 should be open at 2 seconds. And if not 2 not open, 3 or 4 is open in 3 to 4 seconds. All you got to do is just maneuver the pocket and deliver the ball. That's all you got to do. So
Yeah.
I expect it. I hope that he will be able to progress in that part of the game. Because if you look at him in Cincinnati, he was all over the field. It was great how he commanded the offense, but at the same time, you got to do the same thing you did in college. They got you here at this point. You can't go step back because at the end of the day, you hamstringing the team. You got to grow. You got to
That's
calm
true.
yourself down and grow.
And what I love about also, man, adding veterans Mac Hollins and Scotty Miller to this offense. Um, you talk about Mac Hollins, who's a big body receiver, possession receiver, that's going to help him out. But what I love about Scotty Miller the most, he can beat you in so many ways. He can beat you short. He can beat you mid range. He can beat you deep. Um, and he brings that championship pedigree from Tampa Bay. That is one thing I love about that move. And that's one thing I love about Trey Flower and Jesse Bates move as well. Like I said, they just made it to the Super Bowl year before last. So, I mean, you bring in championship pedigree into an already young, dynamic team. I think it works out for everybody. But Jay in the truck, I'm working on a video for this right now, and it'll be out later on today. And I don't want to give out, no secrets to what I did on that video. But trust me, I think 8.5 wins. I think it's gonna be way over that. And it's just not the fan in me. It's just that we won, 7 games with a defense that was pretty much thrown together, but they were competitive the whole season. Only 2 games that I can say that the defense did not stand up, but the other 15 games, the defense was there. So just wait. I had that out in a little while. Uh, Dwayne Bodie, thank you for the donation, man. Truly appreciate it. Smitty, the same people screaming for really in 2022, a dog here for 2023. Folks are overlooking complete body of work he's done this offseason. We want my thoughts on that. Dwayne, and this is what I mean by I think he has to succeed. He set most of the season first 13 games he set, and he had a chance to develop behind the scenes. So this offseason, he's gotten more time to develop, more times to work with the players this offseason and going into camp. I don't know who he's been working with this offseason outside of Flowery Branch, but working a second season with the starters that he had last year gives him a little bit more maturity up under his belt. And I think that's a plus. And like I said, bringing in veteran players on offense and defense to strengthen this locker room as a whole, I think bodes well for the quarterback. That gives him more confidence and lets him know that the coaches and the team are standing behind him. So this is a plus. So it's just something to think about, man. But what you think?
I think, honestly, everybody look at the big names, but the people that flew under the radar, that Johnu Smith signing is going to help. And big shout out to Berto. Berto been on. Um, that Johnu Smith signing is going to help Ritter immensely. If you go back and look at Johnu Smith highlight reels when he was with Tennessee, you see a lot of tunnel screen, inside screen, and he's taking it and going for 20, 30, 40, 50 some yards, taking it
Right.
to the. That's going to help your quarterback. Why? Because he's not having to force the ball up field. All he got to do is sit there and check it down. And he's going
Yep.
to go, this man is going to get these yardage. And then at the end of the day, that goes back to the quarterback statistics.
Agreed.
It's so much help. Like everybody talking about, well, we didn't go get a number 2 receiver. We didn't really need to because we got London, we got Pitts, we got Smith, we got Holland, and then we got a dynamic running back out of the backfield. We don't need a number 2, and then we still got Scotty Miller. We didn't
Yeah.
need an actual number 2, de facto number 2, because the de facto number 2 is Kyle Pitts.
Right. And that's why I don't think receiver is much of a need as people think, because they have so much depth at tight end. You can afford to move a Kyle Pitts outside. You can afford to put him in the slot. And if they, get consistent, like I keep saying, that's why I say if you get consistent with the play calling and everyone gets in rhythm, you can see Kyle Pitts with, 1,000 yards, Drake London with 1,000 yards, Bijan Robinson with 1,000 yards rushing, and Tyler Algier close to 1,000. So,
I,
man, boy,
I I was listening to a podcast the other day, and like I was sitting there thinking about like the dynamics of this offense with the pieces that we have, and it was like, well, what if we came out in a 32 personnel? All right, so you have Pitts, London, Smith, Bijan, and Algier on the field. Most teams gonna think that we're gonna run the ball. All
nah,
right,
I see them stretching the ball because one of
what
those running backs gonna be back there pass blocking.
what I say now? All right, so if we come out in that formation, your defense has to respect that. So they're gonna have to go heavy. They're gonna go 4-3-5-2, something in that neighborhood. Because they think that we're gonna run the rock. You have to respect us running the rock. Why?
Right.
Because we just ran for the most yards last year, or top 3 most yards last year, and then we just emptied the whole formation. Everybody go out. So now you have Pitts on one side, you got London on the other side, you got Algier on one side with London, you got Bijan on the other side with Pitts, and John
Right.
Smith in line at tight end. What are you gonna do with it?
It's gonna be tough.
Your defense is extremely stressed now because you cannot match up in your base package, your base heavy package. You cannot match up with it.
Right.
Somebody's going to be open somewhere. Now you're
Right.
going to try to keep us under the cap, or you're going to let us take the top off of the defense, and we got
Yeah.
the speed to do either one.
And guess what? The other dynamic at running back. That's gonna open up the offense even more because we talk about Tyler Algier. Y'all got to remember, Tyler Algier did not even play the first game and
Exactly.
barely played the second game. But as the season went on, he got stronger and stronger. So if he keeps that momentum that he had last year going into this year, the Falcons are gonna be hard to stop. And y'all got to remember too, Keith Smith is still a part of this fold. A lot of people don't give him his credit. Tony makes a great point here. The Falcons will play two wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. That is true.
Oh, you
But
definitely see that a lot.
you can also see a lot of I formation. And what I mean by that, the Falcons could have Bijan or Tyler in the game behind Keith Smith. You have let's say Jonnu Smith lined up in line, and you put Pitts in the slot. Drake London on the one side and Matt Hollins on the other side. Who are you going to defend and how are you going to stop that?
I do you one better. What if we came out in the triple T formation? You got B. John, Algier, and Cordell Patterson out there on the field.
Right, right.
What do
And
you do?
you're gonna see a lot of that. And if you keep the defensive coordinator confused, um, like man, Arthur Smith has so much at his disposal. He does not have a reason not to succeed this year. So
Man,
go
if he can compare the torch with what he have now, oh, it doesn't show down the later stretch of the season. Like, all right, well, we started off slow because everybody trying to figure out their role and all that. But come mid October, November, December, it doesn't pick up and start rolling like a freight train like it's supposed to. There's going to be a lot of questions about his capability of being a head coach this offseason.
yeah, because you talk about Cordero Patterson, man. They rolled him till the wheels fall off. The last 2 years, he did not really play the second half of the season. So you get fresher legs in here. You preserve him until the third and fourth quarter to close out the game. I mean, that's going to be mainly the key to your victory. But Desmond Ritter being a Pro Bowler, man, I want to hear y'all thoughts in the chat. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Y'all come through, talk to us for a second, and make sure it's 2 to 3 minutes so we can get as many people in here as we can. So I'm going to drop the link, and y'all come on and join us because I like to hear what y'all thinking, man, because a lot of y'all come up with some great points, man. Tony Wright, come on through. The link is in the chat. Come on through. JT Young, let me see. He says, my thing about the opposing defensive coordinator that man gonna be lost in sauce each play.
You better it.
Yeah, that's what
if Arthur Smith do what he's supposed to do with the weapons that he have at his disposal, no defensive coordinator should be able to key in on what we're going to do. We done got big across the entire offensive line. We got Bergeron. Bergeron like 6'6", 323, 325.
right.
You got a technician at the other guard. All Dalman have to do is just maintain his zone. That's it. We got models on both sides.
Yeah, and I was sweating that pick for a minute, but as I went back and did my research, man, dude is nasty. You talking about a versatile guy. Then I talked about versatility during the whole process with the offensive line. They've got to have somebody to slide over to Jake Matthews' spot when his time comes to an end, and they may have found that dude. But we're gonna welcome in MW the franchise. What's up, my
going
dude?
on? My guy Smitty. Hey, glad to have you back. Glad to see you back, man.
Hey, bro.
Prayers,
Hey, I lost in the family, bro. But God is good, and God gonna keep us healing, bro.
all the time. Prayers for your fam, for real.
Hey, man, but thank you on that dope question the other day, man. I got some great feedback on that. But let me know if I'm crazy or not, man. Is Desmond Ritter a Pro Bowl quarterback possibly this year?
If he does his best Matt Schaub impersonation, remember when he had that Pro Bowl wide receiver Andre Johnson? That season that he had with Andre Johnson when he went off, that's when he'll be a Pro Bowler. Also, if he does a good what's the old boy's name, the 49ers dude that just got traded to the Raiders.
Garoppolo.
Jimmy G. All you gotta do is do a good Jimmy G impersonation. Just be efficient. If he's efficient and the Falcons are winning, he goes to the Pro Bowl. Point blank period. Because y'all know how this goes. The quarterbacks that's winning, that's who's going to get the votes. So
the content.
Yeah.
And it's funny you mentioned Houston. You said Matt Schaub. You said Andre Johnson. He did have Arian Foster as well. So Desmond Ritter has all of that. Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, and even has Kyle Pitts. So
correct.
Hey, so y'all making my point valid.
Hey, and let's not sleep on Scotty Miller too. Scotty Miller is going to be like our
right.
What's the name? Tyler Gabriel. He's going to be like our Tyler Gabriel. So
I'm thinking the exact same thing.
So hey, I think he got it. He just got to be. He just has to be efficient. Don't turn the ball over. And Desmond's a Pro Bowler for sure.
But I know you got a question, man. You always got a question before you get out of here.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. All season, everybody was talking about improve on defense, improve on defense. I was one of those people that said, "Look, we got to get more weapons on offense to make these other teams, be intimidated by us, be threatened by his game plan for us." Instead of Desmond Ritter being a Pro Bowler, do you see anybody else on this Falcons offense being a Pro Bowler as well? Do you see Kyle Pitts going back? Do you see Drake London going to his first Pro Bowler? Do you see Bijan going his first year? Who else do y'all think can be a Pro Bowler on this offense other than Desmond Ritter?
I'm gonna
Smith.
throw a wild. I'm gonna throw a wild card out there, and y'all gonna laugh. But I'm gonna say Caleb McGarry, and the reason why I say that is because he improved so much last year, and they found his strength, which was the run game and how to use him. Um, Being next to Chris Lindstrom and making that the strength of the offensive line, and showing that, because let's be honest, we deficient in the middle of that offensive line at the center position. So those two guys are helping along Drew Dahlman and Matt Hennessy. And I'm going to say Caleb McGarry because of what he showed last year. I think he can improve on that. He came back on a team-friendly deal, which was very cool. And I think he gonna go lights out this year, man, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm going to go Caleb McGarry. What you think, Winston?
I see Drake London making his first Pro Bowl. You got if you looked at his game last season, outside of those fumbles before he took the sleeve off, shout out to John Harris. John Harris called that the very first time he fumbled the ball. He said, "Man, take those sleeves off," and he went on for it for like 4 weeks. But anyway, Drake London, if you really watch his game, he's very dynamic. He don't have that top end speed, but those contested catches and his possession ability is outstanding. So
Yeah.
with the running game that we bringing back, it's going to open up more avenues for him. When there's so many things that a defense have to stress to figure out, somebody's going to be open. And now someone
Yeah,
says Drake London, he's going to eat this year. I see Drake London going for about 1,300 yards,
yeah, I'm
seven
going there too. Yeah,
touchdowns.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And this offense is gonna be predicated, like y'all said, on how Desmond Ritter, how he evolves, and how Arthur Smith keeps this offense in rhythm. But MW, man, thank you for coming through, man. I truly appreciate it. And I always thank you for supporting me, man. Talk to you all the time on Twitter. First time talking to you on here. So hopefully you come back, my dog.
Yeah. Hey, bless
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm about to jump back in the chat. Hey, Winston, it's a pleasure meeting you as well. Hey, y'all be
you.
easy. Rise up. We got this.
No doubt, bro.
For sure.
Oh, damn.
MW the franchise, man. He does his thing, man. He follow me on Twitter, and shout out to him, man, for always coming through. Atlanta, Georgia Faithful, man. Appreciate you, dog. Y'all go check out Atlanta, Georgia Faithful on YouTube, man.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, he's upgraded his channel, man. He's doing his thing. He's evolving and evolving and evolving, and man, I remember
Great.
when this kid started, man. DC, shout out to you, man, for keep growing and keep doing your thing, man.
Great
But
stuff. Very knowledgeable on top of his craft. If you want a breaking update or very informative information, follow AT Faithful. Most definitely.
and shout out to him also, man. He got that name for a reason because on his channel, man, he reads out Bible verses. And a lot of people, they don't have the balls to do that. And to see that he's a man of faith, that just lets me know he's a very solid dude because he stands on what he talks about and he stands on what he does, man. And I appreciate him for that. But y'all see he got those card things and the thing, so he'll jack of all trades.
You saying you the plug, man. You the plug for the content.
Uh, my boy Alberto said McGarry throwing curveballs like Matty did for the Braves. Hey man, Greg Matty was Picasso on the mound.
Was
Shout out to my little bro, Big Low Country. Y'all go check him out on Big Low Country Sports on YouTube as well, man. He loves cooking catfish and he loves trying out for the Falcons. I hope he makes the team, and we'll keep supporting him until he do.
Hey man, Desmond Ritter better watch his spot. Cause Big Low on the way.
As long as he don't pull that hamstring, he fine. Tonio says Patrick McQueen or Isaiah Simmons. Who would you rather have? Me, myself, I'm a versatile type guy. Y'all know that. So I'm going Isaiah Simmons because I feel like you can line him up anywhere on the field. Hell, he's 6'4", 235. Hell, he can play safety like Cam Chancellor if he wanted to. Arizona has not used him right. And I put out a video on that last week. So y'all can go check that out. But I think his versatility would be key for the Falcons. But before we go on, go ahead.
No, I was saying I definitely would take Isaiah Simmons over Patrick McQueen. McQueen's a undersized linebacker that he plays similar to Debo when we had him.
Right.
Isaiah, you can put him strong safety, free safety, nickel corner, outside linebacker. Like when somebody has that versatility, you always will have a job. You just got to find the right scheme that better utilize whatever you do. But if you have that versatility, you will always have a job until you just say, "Hey, I'm done. I'm ready to retire."
Hey, that's exactly what Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot preach versatility. But like I said, man, you bring Isaiah Simmons in with a Ryan Nielsen and a Frank Bush coaching him. You mesh that together, you got a Pro Bowl player, man. But our boy Fogo waiting in the chat, man. He ain't walking today. He finally driving.
Hey, bro, I already said the same thing, man.
What's going on? No, I'm in the truck with my sister. She driving now.
Oh, all right.
Hey, Smitty, man. First of all, man, yeah, I want to send my condolences, man. In this time of bereavement, I know it's bittersweet. You reached 8K, but you know, I was wondering where you was, but sorry to hear about your passing, man, and your family.
Yeah, shout out to it's my wife's uncle. But he's been family to me the last 20 years. And
Right.
you know, he was a very stand-up dude, man. He was that silly uncle in the family that kept everybody laughing. So that was, one of the most loved uncles, man. So shout out to Randy Walker, man. God got a good one, man. Trust me, he got a good one.
Wow. Yeah, and then
But
congrats on your 8K, man.
Fogo, I got to know. Desmond Ritter, Pro Bowl quarterback, or am I tripping?
You're not tripping because you and I discussed you and I and also Berto, we discussed and I asked Winston before I answer my question, or answer your question, can you name the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC right now, Winston?
Jalen Hurts.
Uh-huh. See how you start scratching your head after Jalen Hurts?
Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, Kyler Murray, and I'm gonna throw a quick pick out there. Daniel Jones.
I'm gonna throw another one in there that you didn't even name, but a lot of people don't give him his credit. And I talked about it last week. Jared Goff. Jared Goff in Detroit. You keep putting weapons around that guy, he's gonna be deadly. Y'all saw what he did in LA with Robert Woods, Todd Gurley, and those guys.
Right.
If they keep building that team in Detroit, and he just got Jameer Gibbs, who's another Alvin Kamara, another weapon. Oh man,
right.
They finna go crazy.
And
yeah, he was showing out before DeAndre Swift got hurt.
Right.
And that was the main reason why they traded DeAndre Swift to the Eagles. So now that you got a young stud back in that backfield again, just dynamic, if not more dynamic, and explosive than DeAndre Swift. Jared Goff could be a sleeper. I would have put Matt Stafford up there too, but they got
Stafford is terrible.
no.
I mean,
Stafford isn't terrible. Stafford is a product of his environment. If you
true.
got a good environment, he's going to win. If you got a bad environment, he's going to lose. I mean,
That's
that's what it
that's a good observation. That's a good
is.
observation.
They won the Super Bowl. But then when
Shout out
all
to
those
Uncle in the house.
they
He said,
said they ain't great out.
he said, what's up, fellas?
Hey, what's
So
going
going
on, champ?
on,
Yeah, yeah, I go check
I
out
would say
Uncle Steve Lounge on
I would I
YouTube, man.
but I will
Go ahead,
say
Flo.
I will say he definitely has a great shot at making a Pro Bowl in his second season because it's just like he has all the tools. And like the coaches said, it's not it's not above the shoulders with Desmond Ritter. It's sometimes his mechanics can be off. It's sometimes he'll make like 5 to 6 great plays, then he'll come back and hit you with 2 plays like you missed that pass like that. And but I think, with good coaching, I definitely think he can make a strong push for the Pro Bowl in the second season. Because like I said, if you look at it, Jalen Hurts, majority of his big plays came from running. It's he's mobile and
right?
he's surrounded by weapons. He's surrounded by it. And my question to you, Smitty, or Winston, whichever one you guys want to answer, is just like, what what does his statistics has to be that'll constitute a Pro Bowl season?
I don't I don't think there's more to his statistics. It's more to the team winning. But
True.
if he go out there and put up 3,800 yards, 28 touchdowns, 7 to 8 interceptions, he'll make the Pro Bowl. If
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
we
yeah.
win, if we win 10 plus,
I agree with that, Winston. I'd say 3,500,
Yeah.
25 touchdowns.
Hmm.
I would have to say about a 65% completion percentage. And I think that's
Yeah.
very doable for him. So yeah, I can see those numbers. But we had one more person in the chat, man. What's up? One love.
huh?
One love, you there?
What's up? What's up? What's up, man?
What's up?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, man. I'm watching your show all the time, man. I just want to get in, show some love. That's all, man.
All right, man. I'd say you follow me on Instagram, man. Appreciate that. Um, right quick. I'm gonna throw you on the hot seat too. Desmond Ritter, Pro Bowl quarterback in
hmm
2023, or am I tripping?
I really don't think you're tripping, man, but I'm a little bit skeptical, but I it could happen. I'm not gonna say it can't, but I want it to for sure, but you know, I don't like to jinx it, man. I just want us to do something great this year, and I feel like we can. I feel like we have all the pieces. I feel like we can do something, you know, something meaningful this year.
No doubt, no doubt. But
Hey,
you
one
got go
question.
ahead, Winston. Go ahead, Winston.
One look. How do you feel about the B John pick and its effect on his upcoming season?
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. I feel like we haven't had someone to really give us that boost in Atlanta. I feel like he's that guy who's going to give us a reason to really watch and give us somebody to really pay attention to. Since Ritter is not really that guy, the face of the franchise, he's more like a guy who can be the face of the franchise and just give us a look. Make people pay attention.
And And I'm glad you brought that up. Um, we had a lot of bickering going on last week about retiring number 7. Um, and I don't think that number ever be retired. Mike Vick might hold a special place in our heart, but as far as that number being retired, I don't see it because the Falcons really don't retire numbers. Players that come here, they just respect the players that wore the number before them. Like Jesse Tuggle, that number 58, never been worn since he retired, but it's not retired. So it's up to the players and the organization for folks to wear these numbers.
You got that
Now,
right.
I'm glad that you brought up that excitement point because you're absolutely right. Excitement in a player is what keeps a team going. Y'all saw it with Michael Vick when he went out with that broken leg back in 2004. Falcons were nowhere near a shell of the team that they were the year before he got hurt. So when you add excitement to any team and add that piece to any team that excites the fans, it's going to change the whole atmosphere of the fan base, the stadium, and the locker room. So that is an excellent point. So thank you, One Love,
Come
for
on,
pointing that
man.
out.
Hey man, I love the show, man. I'm just happy that you let me in, man.
Hey man, you come through anytime you in, bro. Just when you see me jump on, hey, you always welcome, bro.
Hey,
But
shameless plug though. Can y'all follow me on Instagram? That's
do your
my
thing, man.
For sure.
that's
I
me right
got you.
there.
I got you. So everybody in the chat, if you go in the chat, throw your link in the chat and they'll follow you.
Say it out loud for the people that can't see
Appreciate it,
it.
man.
But that's One Love PY underscore PYS on Instagram. Um, he just followed me this week, man. I appreciate him. He's been supporting me a while. Seen him in the comments a lot, and glad to finally meet him. So thank you for coming through. But we have about 13 minutes. We're gonna welcome in Cheesecake right quick before we get out of here. Cheesecake, what's up, man?
Yo, it's good. Superhero Smitty, man. I want to say, man, sorry for your loss. Um,
Appreciate it,
I
bro.
really, I really, man, want to say I'm sorry for your loss. Um, and I want to say welcome back, man. And I hope you're doing good. I
Hey, I'm
know
hanging in there, bro.
I know he's in God's hands, and I want you to continue doing what you're doing, man. Cause you really that man, man. You really that guy. Um,
Appreciate you.
but Desmond Ritter, a Pro Bowler. Um, I would say yeah. You know, I would say coming the second season, the way that he played last season, um, with he didn't really have no interceptions, but you can
Well,
see for you can
hey, that was deceiving, man, because New Orleans dropped two interceptions. The Cardinals dropped one. Well, Isaiah Simmons, the guy I was just talking about, he dropped one. So yeah, he threw about three, man. Three. Well, yeah, he threw one in Baltimore. They dropped it.
Yeah,
So
he
yeah,
too
so he threw
funny.
about four.
It just
But
ain't catch.
yeah, but yeah, I do feel like Desmond Ritter can be a Pro Bowler. He continued to get the yards. He gets the get over like I would say like 23, 22 touchdowns.
right,
Um I say he will about have like 7 or 8 interceptions this season though. He's not really a perfect quarterback. Like the last dude said, he not the face of the franchise, but we're getting him a better chance. Cause I know Art Smith really likes the guy Desmond Ritter. And yeah, I feel like Desmond Ritter can be a Pro Bowler. And the person um the person I think can be a Pro Bowler as accept Desmond Ritter. I would say
who you
Kyle
got?
Pitts. I would say Kyle Pitts. Um, the way that he can he doesn't got to be a tight end. He can play as a wide receiver. He can be in the slot. You can really, change his position all on the field. That's see that guy, and we just gotta get the. I feel like the Falcons should have gave him the ball more last season instead of red zone. No, the red zone really killed us. No, last season we couldn't really punch the ball inside the red zone. But I do feel like how all the pieces are and stuff. But yeah, I do feel like Desmond with the Pro Bowler. And I only got one question for you, Smitty or Riston or
throw it out there.
How do y'all feel? I saw it on the Instagram post, the Falcons, because I got the notification. We have just signed Trey Flowers from the Cincinnati Bengals. So how do y'all feel about that?
I'll go
That's
first.
letter secondary defense, a letter defense player.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
go
Once you talked about it already, so Fogo, just give your thoughts.
Oh, okay.
I think with the signing of Trey Flowers is phenomenal. I think I don't know if you guys remember, but the job that he did on Travis Kelce, man, it was top notch, bro. Like those bigger tight ends that's athletic, and with the struggling of for some reason seemed like Michael Walker seemed like he just get lost in coverage sometimes. For some odd reason, he always find his way to football on an interception. But with Trey Flowers, you can match him up on the bigger tight ends in nickel and dime packages. So that'd be great. Like all those big athletic receivers, like the Mike Williams. I mean, we do have AJ Terrell, but the Mike Williams and the Mike Evans and those bigger receivers that someone, that doesn't have that type of size will struggle against, he would match up with them like tremendously, man. But I love the Trey Flowers signing. I actually wanted him last season or the season before. We need just that bigger, longer that longer DB. AJ Terrell is good. Jeff Okudah is good. I do like Clark Phillips. I think he should man the nickel spot. But in those dime coverages, or if you want to put him as your if you want to go big nickel over or something like that, he can man that role. So I think that was a great signing. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, and I see him, like I said, I see him as a like a Jamal Adams type fit.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I also like the signing of Trey Flowers from the Bengals, and like you say, Mykal Walker, he was lost in the sauce. You know how like they said Sauce Gardner from the Jets, he was really lost in the sauce, and I'm not gonna lie. How do y'all feel? I feel like Mykal Walker won't be on the 53-man roster. I feel like somebody gonna take his spot on the 53-man roster this season.
He'll make it by default. He'll make it by default.
Yeah.
So he got a 50 contract. He's going into his third season. He'll be on 52. Now, how much he'll be on it? It's a big check. He could be a rotational piece because you got to think about it. He started off as the outside linebacker. We moved him to the inside, and then Troy Anderson took over his side.
Right.
So now we brought in Caden Ellis, who is a middle linebacker, outside linebacker. Then you got Lorenzo Carter. You got AK. Like Walker's gonna fall down the depth chart. He'll be the primary rotation for the middle linebacker, but
right. Once you start losing your spot to rookies and first and second year player, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
I totally agree with that. You mess around, lose out a rookie in the first year or the second year. I don't think it's good. But I want to say once again, Smitty, I want to say thanks for allowing me to come on the show. Continue doing what you're doing. I know we had our ups and downs, but hey, man, I will always, try to get my opinions on here. But hey, man, And Archie Smith, man, he need to tighten up as a head coach because if he don't get past, listen, if he don't win more than 9 games this season, man, he getting straight up fired, man. And man, and you got all these pieces. You citing J.C. Bates, all these pieces. There shouldn't be no excuses to not get more than 9 games winning.
You're right,
I'm
TK.
tired of seeing the
You're
Falcons
right
lose
about that.
7 out of only winning 7 games. Both seasons.
Right.
We with you.
First
I'm
season,
with you.
I gave you a chance. Second season, okay, you got the pieces. You were trying to figure it out. But the third season, you got a whole bunch of money, got a whole bunch of players. I need for you to tighten up and get on that grind as a head coach. I
I
understand,
agree.
man. Y'all might think I'm crazy, man, but hey, he don't get more than 9 games, man. Don't hey, listen, man. Arch Smith gone, man. And then go ahead and wrap it up, man.
TK, let,
Because
let me
that's
get
what I think the next head coach could be, though. Jerry Gray.
Yeah.
Jerry
Yeah.
Gray could be the
That
next
Yeah.
head coach.
yeah.
Jerry
Yeah.
Gray could be the next head coach. If Arch Smith not get the job done this season, I
There's a
think
part
Jerry
of his
Gray
title.
will get the spot.
Hey,
Yep.
There's a
TK,
part of his
let
title.
me give you that. Let me give you that. If,
Yep.
if,
So yeah, man, I just want to say thank you for that. Like I said, that's my winner. He could be a Pro Bowler. He got to keep striving, and we're gonna see about them Falcons, man. They dirty birds, man. I've been there. I've been in that squad since 2002, man. So, hey, man, I got so much posters, slippers, man. I already got the tickets. Be ready for the season, man. So
if TK,
we're gonna see though,
Appreciate
man. Rise up,
it.
and y'all can check out my
Yeah.
my Falcons content on the Cheesecake Family 15 REACTS. So I got all my Falcons content right there. I make all Falcons videos. I do the live stream for the Falcons. I post that too. So I check it out. Thank you, superhero Smitty. Thank you,
Appreciate
Winston
you.
Thornton, and thank you, Fogo. Uh, much love to y'all, man. Rise up, Dirty Birds. Let's go to the playoffs. Let's go.
I love it,
Appreciate you,
champ.
Cheesecake. That's our boy Cheesecake, man, stopping through.
But yeah, man.
Before I get out of there, man, I just gotta say this. Go ahead. Speak your thought right quick.
No, I was just saying, I just don't see, Michael Walker. I just don't see him starting. Um, it's just like even in run fits, man. It's like he gets so easily washed. He'll have like 6 straight bad plays and come back and just get an interception. And I'm just like, that just seems like it eradicates everything. And I'm just like, he just make you take a deep. He first he gets you frustrated, then he just make you take a sigh of relief, like, okay, he got an interception because he had maybe 4 or 5 straight bad plays against the Panthers. Then he came back and got an interception. So it's just like, okay, cool. Like,
he, he got washed,
man, he
ran
just always for some
interception.
reason he make up for it.
Yeah, that's true. He does find a way to see. That's what I liked about him the first 3 seasons. When he was a rotational player and he got in the game, he found a way around the football. He found a way to
Always
make
did,
plays.
man.
But
Always did.
then when he started, it just seemed like his brain
He just
just
lost. He just like he
could not
forgot what to
process.
do. Like,
It
Right.
bro,
was the pressure of the situation because they wanted him to be the sitting caller. He
Yeah.
got
yeah.
when he moved the inside, he got to green that.
But I did understood why. Um, I did understood why the defensive coordinator, when he explained to Torrey McElhaney, he was just like he gave him that position for his confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because once you have that responsibility, and he explained the same thing. That's what he did when he was in Baltimore and gave that responsibility to Corey Ivy, and he
Right.
made plays. And so I understood it. And it's just like, but if you want to take on that starting role and someone is heaping that type of responsibility on your shoulders, this is your way to start.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to see the field, okay, he's heaping this responsibility on my shoulders. I just got to step up.
There you go.
I just got to step. That's it.
For the bird.
That's it. Just step up, man. And I'm just like, bro, like I said to Smitty, I do think Troy Anderson, he's gonna take off. Because he's just so athletic. Now, and as you saw as the season progressed, the game really started to slow down. Slowly and surely, it started to slow down for him on a block punt. When Justin Fields on a scramble, when that man took off behind him and tackled him behind the line of scrimmage, I was just like, okay, he's gonna be good. He's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Hey, Fogo, let me ask you a question. How do you
Go
feel
ahead.
about our linebacker core with Mikael Walker, Caden Ellis, Troy Anderson, and we still Sean Evans we talking to he's one of the end up having real time. How you feel about that linebacker?
Before you answer that, let me
And
welcome in my boy Shaka Zulu, man. He out there
Shaka,
on the
what's
Oh,
going
road.
on?
Hey
what up,
Shaka, man.
fellas?
I hope I get my joints on time, man, because it seems like you behind schedule like
Hey,
that.
hey, Smith, I ain't gonna be here long, man. I ain't got a chance to watch the show, man. I started in there early. When you first came on, I had to make a stop, man. Business call, man, work call.
Oh yeah, I
But
know.
yeah. So this you celebrating your 8K?
Yeah, 8K, bro.
Yeah, man. I just want to hop on here real quick, man, and tell you congratulations, man. What's up,
Appreciate
Winston?
it.
What's up, my bro? What up, Fogo?
What's going? Yes,
Fogo.
sir.
be
What up,
safe on
fellas?
the
Hey,
road, man.
Smitty, keep doing what you're doing, man. And
Hey, you
remember,
be
man,
safe
haters
on that
gonna hate,
road,
bro.
champ.
Haters gonna hate, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't
Yeah,
doing something good, something positive, then they ain't gonna hate on you, dog. So
yeah. You
keep doing
gotta
what you're
keep it
doing,
positive,
man.
bro. Gotta
Keep it
keep it
positive,
positive.
man. Don't
But
take
Like,
part
right
for that
quick,
shit.
man.
if
Right
you
quick
ain't something,
before we get to Winston last question.
Yeah.
Desmond Ritter,
Uh-huh.
Pro Bowl or am I tripping?
I don't think you tripping, man, but I don't think he gonna make the Pro Bowl this year because I think because he ain't got the clout yet. You know what I mean? And
That's
and
true.
people gonna sleep on the Falcons anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's hard
Right.
for
That's
any
true.
Falcon to make the Pro Bowl. You
they
know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
this year,
definitely not gonna give it. I don't think they definitely not gonna give it to Ritter unless he
Yeah.
do something outstanding. You know what I mean?
And he got a
But you know
chance
what
to
I'm
do
saying?
that.
But I
I'm
He
not
will
got it.
saying
say,
he ain't gonna make it because of his play, but I'm gonna say he ain't gonna make it because of the politics. You know what I mean?
but
I
I
got you.
will say, like the shows that I've been watching, they are starting to say, okay, this Falcons team, they can be scary. This Falcons
Right,
team might
right.
they might be a team to watch. The Falcons team, boy, they added some pieces. They can
Yeah.
win the South. So I'm starting to hear that. I'm just like, okay. I'm
You know
like,
what
all
I
right,
see though,
no.
man? I think that I don't care how good Ritter play. I think if he plays great, they're gonna contribute it to something else.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I wanted to say that too. I wanted
they're
to say that too.
saying that is all off of what Terry Fontenot did this offseason. If that man
Hmm.
plays great, you got to respect. Respect is given to who earned it.
Right.
I
Right.
agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
man put
Definitely.
you got to respect him.
You
Now,
gotta
if we
respect it,
win
man.
in spite of him, all right, well then he earned that too. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
My thing
Yeah.
is, don't chastise him when he throw an interception, and you're not going to get a man credit if he come out here and throw 4 touchdowns. No, don't talk about okay. Kyle Pitts just jumped over a 5'10" cornerback. Oh yeah, well he got Kyle Pitts. No, don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Don't we ain't doing that now.
You
If it
have to look at it like Ritter. If you go back and watch his game tape in Cincinnati, Ritter is a gunslinger.
he's a gunslinger, bro.
I'm gonna be dead honest with you. Ritter is a
Yeah.
gunslinger. He is a chance taker, a risk taker. He's
Facts.
going to turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Everybody's harping on he didn't throw interceptions his first 4 games. Y'all are delusional. I'm telling you this
Right.
like it is. He's going to throw interceptions.
Right.
Now,
Definitely, man.
can he
You can't
get
judge
coached?
that off of 4 games anyway. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? You can have
Yeah.
one game, you throw 3 interceptions.
If
Eli Manning.
if you can coach his decision making up better than what it was in college, damn, that's what you want. Cause he got all the physical gifts that you want.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
Fucker, you get
Smitty,
on
I
my
gotta get
damn
up
nerve.
out of here, man.
Fucker, you get on my nerve, man. I'm gonna swallow my damn water the wrong way.
Hey,
Talking
be
about
Hey,
damn
safe on that
Eli, man.
road, man.
hey, no
hey,
Yeah,
doubt,
be
man. I
safe.
appreciate y'all fellas, man. Keep doing what y'all
Okay,
doing, bro.
okay,
All
make sure
right,
you.
shot.
boy.
All right.
Yeah,
That's our
just
boy
like
Shaka,
Eli
man.
Manning. He throw freaking 5 interceptions and then come back and have the game winning
Yeah.
touchdown. And y'all forget about he just had 5 interceptions in the first half. Wait a minute, man. It don't go like that. Like, no, you got to judge him off the whole game.
Let me ask
But
you a question about Antonio right quick.
uh,
So, do y'all think this team was deeper than the Super Bowl team in 2016?
yes,
I'm gonna throw
yes,
it back right. I'm gonna throw it back right quick. This team reminds me so much of the 1998 team,
I agree.
and the reason why I say that,
Bro,
you look at that pass rush with Chuck Smith, Lester Archambault, Shane Dronette.
hmm
I forgot who
Travis
the other
Hall,
Travis
Travis
Hall. I don't
Hall.
know how the hell I can
hmm
forget that. Yeah, Ray Buchanan, Eugene Robinson, Mr. Miami Beach, Jesse Tugger. This team is stacked from beginning to end. Big
hmm
defensive line, solid linebackers, playmaking secondary.
Agreed.
But the reason why I went back is because I'm looking at Chris Chandler, who was a
Thank you,
game
manager.
managing quarterback that had Pro Bowl running back in Jamal Anderson, the best season rushing in Falcons history, which I think B. John is going to blow out the
Yeah,
water
I think
eventually.
he gonna break. Yeah,
But this is the reason why I like this team so much. That 1998 team was coached
it was
greatly by
special.
Dan Reeves, and
Yeah,
I think Arthur Smith had that same type mentality when running the football. So I mean that is my reason, part of my reason for saying that he could be a Pro Bowler, even though
I
Chris
agree.
Chandler was a Pro Bowler. But
Right.
this team is built similar.
I'm I'm a well since you went 1998, I'll go to the 2012 season. Yeah, Dante Robinson, Nick Brown, Joe Ford, Willie Moe, Thomas J. Spoon, all them, like this defense is built very eerily similar to that. He has an
I
undersized
agree.
center that's a dog. That's Clark Phillips. We got
Yeah.
these bigger corners. You know what I'm saying? Like you got
Oh
these
shit!
people. You know what I'm saying? Like
I didn't know I was in here. What's going on, y'all?
Hey
hey man,
man, we see you
I
customizing
look
them
like a
shoes,
model
man.
with this damn light on my head, man.
I'm gonna say no building.
What's going on, Smitty? Sorry for your loss, man. One thing about losing someone, boy, we just learn to live with it, man. We never get
That's
over it,
it.
man.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
You know that.
I can't speak in no other way but real, man.
That's
Yeah, you
it.
right, bro. You right.
Oh yeah, man. Man, I don't know nothing about no Ritter being in no Pro Bowl now.
I mean, but hey, it's not a long shot. I'm just saying. Like I just
Okay.
said,
No,
man.
it ain't no long shot. But we got to give him at least a couple of years, man, before we start speaking
Mm,
on Pro Bowl. We ain't seen enough.
if I'm not mistaken, and I may be wrong, but did Dak Prescott make the Pro Bowl when they drafted him?
It's perfect.
You got to come better than Dak Prescott now.
That
You can give
Dak
that
me
Pres
somebody else.
Dak
You can give me
Dak
somebody else.
Dak Prescott don't scare me at all. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He had Ezekiel Elliott and he had pieces
yeah,
around him.
yeah.
That's it.
That's true.
Because man, okay, and I'm gonna ask you the same question that I asked the rest of the panel.
All
Not
right, go ahead.
I won't say the top 5 quarterbacks because I know you're gonna say 6 quarterbacks out of the AFC. Give me your top
Mhm.
5 quarterbacks right now in the NFC. We know you're gonna say Jalen Hurts first. So give me your other 4. You see, there go that deep
It
breath
really
that I was
ain't
waiting
none.
on.
Hey,
Who we comparing? It really ain't none. It ain't really nobody here but hurt.
That's our point. That's the point. And I believe that's why
uh,
Smitty asked that question. Do you think Ritter can
Yeah.
make the Pro Bowl? Ain't no scary quarterbacks. Ain't no quarterbacks that would scare you in the NFC. Even with Derek Carr in the NFC South, and he's a
Yeah.
veteran, he don't scare me.
Yeah. Oh no, Carl ain't scaring nobody, man. That man
That's what
shaking
that's
like a
what I'm
stripper
saying.
every time he gets some pressure, man. I'm telling you, I'm just keeping it real. I mean, all you got to do is look. Like we said, film don't lie, man. All you got to
Film
do
don't
is
lie.
look at his past games, man. Soon as he smell pressure, boy, he's shaking like a stripper.
My thing is,
Hold on. Because
if
let's be honest with ourselves. Derek Carr going to win the Super Bowl. I mean, not the Super Bowl. He was going to win the MVP. He broke the leg. Let's
Carl
not
ain't that good,
jump
man.
on the port and sit there and say that he's a bum.
which now
I ain't saying he a
repeat that.
bum, but I ain't saying he good
Repeat that.
either now.
Derek Carr was going to win the MVP the year that he broke his leg.
You
He
think
was
so?
out there lighting stuff up.
Ugh,
You can't sit there and say
man.
that he's a bum.
Man, listen. Okay, we'll just
Hold on. I'm not sitting there saying that he was back to that same form. I'm not saying that nowhere near. Plus, the Saints don't have the same team that he had out there in
Yeah,
Vegas when they was in Oakland at that time.
that's
They
true.
don't have
yeah.
the same team. But I will give him respect.
Okay, now
The same time,
you're
I would have took Derek Carr over Desmond Ritter at this stage.
I won't
But
because this
No,
I'm gonna
I
tell
ain't
you
gonna
why
say
I
all that
wouldn't.
now. No, I
Because
ain't gonna say all that.
if you just had Darren Waller and oh my God, Devontae Adams in Oakland. Now, I'm not saying Drake London doesn't have the potential to be Devontae Adams because I think he's going to be big time. But
mm,
if you couldn't do nothing with a Pro Bowl running back, a Pro Bowl receiver, and a Pro Bowl tight end, what are you going to do
That's my
in the A?
question. You
hold
can't
on,
you
hold on,
can't do nothing with Adams.
let
Oh
me
man,
ask
ain't really nothing to talk.
let me ask
You
you a
can't
question.
do nothing with Adams and
And then
Jacobs,
you had
man.
Mac Hollins over there.
Bro.
So along the premise that y'all just said, you can't do nothing with Adam, right? So
Uh-huh.
then, what do they have to say for Aaron Rodgers?
What I got to say about Aaron Rodgers? No,
After the premise that y'all just said, if you got Devontae Adams and you can't do nothing with him, what would they say for Aaron Rodgers?
how many Pro Bowls did they
Just
make
because
together?
he was with him till he went to Vegas. So what do they say for Aaron
But
Rodgers?
no matter how long ago it was, what's that piece of jewelry that Aaron Rodgers got?
Yeah,
That
But
Carter.
yeah.
What's
see,
that piece of jewelry?
now you changing
What's that piece
your
of jewelry?
perspective. Now you changing your perspective off of the initial question that y'all both said and
No,
put out
I
there
ain't.
to the people. Yes, you did.
No,
So
You
I ain't.
you would take
you
wait.
That piece of jewelry go a
and
long way now.
Hold
said
on,
that.
hold on,
Hey,
hold
that
on,
piece of jewelry go
hold
a
on,
If
long
you
way.
hold on,
can't do nothing
hold
with
on.
Devontae Adams, then this.
Go,
And
go
then
ahead, Winston.
Roger had Devontae Adams his whole career except for one season. What ring did he
Go
get
ahead.
with Devontae Adams?
Go ahead, Smitty, because we'll get back to Winston. I know you want to read the question.
Rodney
We
Okay.
coming
said,
back to you. We coming back to you, Winston.
Hey
Rodney
man, I'm
said,
Oh
not
yeah.
Terry doing that Birdman rubbing his hand together. Uh, we could, we about to welcome Mr. Two Chains.
you tell me,
My, my little big low country coming through, man.
Big Low.
What in the world,
What's
Bo?
up, Big Low?
What in the
What's
world,
going on,
Low?
man?
Man, we chilling, Bo. We chilling. What's going on with
Oh,
y'all?
okay.
Same old, man.
Hey, Big
Hey,
Low. Before we get back to Winston,
you all right?
before we get back to Winston, Desmond Ritter, Pro Bowl quarterback, or am I tripping?
bro, I don't know. First of all, welcome back, Smitty. You know, I was hitting you up, all weekend. You've been in
Oh
our
yeah, man,
prayers.
you were checking on me, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate that,
man.
bro.
But I don't know if you had a chance to see it. We did the NFC South roundtable on Friday night, and I actually kicked this out there. I was like, don't be surprised if Desmond Ritter ain't in the Pro Bowl. And everybody was
Right.
like, "What? Desmond Ritter? What?" I was like, well, look, the Saints are upside down on the carpet payment in New Orleans.
Pretty much.
You know,
Pretty
Tampa
much.
Bay, Tampa Bay, they still, they still singing Drake songs, missing Tom Brady,
Yeah.
and they don't,
That's
they
the
don't know, they don't know who Bryce Young gonna be. So it's like, wow. I mean, and just like the argument that y'all been making, what other quarterbacks are there in the NFC that's gonna legit, go to the Pro Bowl? If the Falcons go 11 and
Especially in
Right.
6,
the NFC South.
exactly. If the Falcons go 11 and 6, 10 and 7,
Exactly.
why not put Drake London in the Pro Bowl? Tyler Huntley went to the Pro Bowl last year.
as an audience.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
I forgot
It's,
about that.
it's
He,
fifth
he,
audience.
he ain't do nothing.
I mean, he was a
Yeah, I forgot
backup,
about
but
He's a
still,
backup,
that.
backup to the backup to the backup.
yeah. But I mean, but he can
Oh,
still.
okay.
That's still on his resume.
Yeah, I
Okay.
definitely
Now,
forgot about
my man Winston. What were you saying that Derek Carr and Aaron Rodgers is in the same stratosphere, or was you saying you would take Derek Carr over Aaron Rodgers?
No, I didn't say that at all. I'm just going off of what
Oh,
y'all
okay,
just said.
okay.
Y'all both said, and I quote, if you can't do something with Devontae Adams, then I don't respect it. Well,
I
Aaron
mean,
Rodgers had Devontae Adams his whole career till he went to Vegas, and he did nothing with him. So off of
I
y'all
mean, but the
off
thing
of
is,
wouldn't y'all put
Devontae Adams don't play cornerback, and Aaron Rodgers don't play linebacker because they couldn't stop the 49ers from running the football.
Yo, the Raiders really had like almost the worst defense last season. What are you saying? Now you're changing what you're saying to try to fit your skin. But
No.
what I said
So
was, if
no,
I
no, no, no,
have
no, no.
Devontae Adams, if I have
Devontae
Devontae
Adams,
Adams and I can't do nothing with him, then I can't respect him. Aaron Rodgers had Devontae Adams for 8 seasons and did nothing.
have you ever seen Aaron Rodgers get benched because he was playing bad? Because I saw Derek Carr get benched. He
Did he?
got benched because he was playing horrendously.
yeah. Yeah.
He got benched. He got
Dang.
benched for
Dude, go
playing
back.
horrendously.
Pistol statement. That was the whole reason why I'm on you now. Y'all, you and Greg both says if you have Devontae Adams and you can't do nothing with him, then I don't expect. Well, Aaron Rodgers had Devontae Adams for what 8, 9 seasons, and
There was
so then
they
in
made
that
they were
category,
making
I'm
deep
with you,
playoff pushes now.
huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's not
They
like
were
they was a
making deep
scrub
playoff
team.
pushes now.
What?
And then Aaron
They
Rodgers
weren't
won
they
like
weren't
3 MVPs with
Aaron
Devontae.
Yeah.
Rodgers took and got knocked out the first round, and then didn't make the playoff last season.
Because I mean,
My
but
only,
that's
my only,
All pushed
my
it
But
back.
only
the,
knock
but
against.
the common denominator in all three of those seasons, the Packers defense was horrible.
exactly.
Yeah.
they
It's
were
like
horrible.
so. It's like
They
whenever
were
My
they got
only
to
horrible.
the
knock against
And
Aaron Rodgers is
but
he done lost a lot of home field advantages. That's my only knock against.
that's true.
Well, you done
That's
lost a
true.
lot of home field advantage games in the
Yeah,
playoffs. That's my
yeah.
only knock against Aaron Rodgers.
That's the
Man, you
only
done lost
knock.
a heap of them things, boy.
the Packer defense is better than the Raiders defense. Can we all literally sit there and
Yeah,
say
yeah,
by
yeah.
far the
Yeah,
Packer defense is better than the Raiders defense, right?
Yes.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I
along
mean,
yeah.
the same line
now
that Kevo and Greg said they said if you have Devontae Adams and you can't do something with him, then what? Now you got a
now
better
let's
defense
now
and
let's
Devontae Adams and
now
you
let's
still can't do nothing?
But I mean, the
now
thing
let's
is
not
that like
forget.
both quarterbacks did something with Devontae Adams. That's the thing. Is that if we are it continues to go back to the defense, right? It's like both quarterbacks. I mean,
Yeah,
Devontae Adams had a really good year last year. He had great years with Aaron Rodgers,
Most
but
But
definitely.
I'm gonna be real.
It
I'm
makes
gonna
you
be
but
real.
question.
but
No
my
matter how
but my thing is let's
I'm
not
not saying
forget.
no.
Let's
What I'm saying is this: you have to put a little respect on Derek Carr's name. That's all I'm saying.
My
That was
thing
the
is,
that was the
let's
whole
not
And,
point.
forget. Let's
Yeah,
not
and I,
they
forget
tried to
Green
downplay
hold
the
on,
Bay.
and was like,
hold
well,
on, Fogo. Hold on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I definitely agree with what Winston's saying because as I look at it, and this is what I was pointing out earlier in the show. You look at what he has in New Orleans: Chris Olave, Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, who we don't know what's going to happen, and
He ain't gonna be there.
I think he has enough weapons around him to be successful. But will he put a better number than Desmond Ritter? I don't think so
I don't
because
think so.
one, he has no chemistry with those players. Two, he's in a new system. And three, just like y'all said, I don't think either one of those receivers, even Michael Thomas, did not measure up to Devontae Adams.
I put it to you
So
like this.
if Derek
If,
Carr is good, if Derek Carr is good as he think he is, his ass will still be with the Raiders.
no,
They
um,
were clear. They
no,
were clean as ship.
his,
They were clean as ship.
his cap numbers was too much for the Raiders. The issue, put it like this, if Alvin Kamara plays next season with a full slate, that Saints offense is going to be lethal. Their issue is their defense. It's not the offense, it's the defense. You done sit there and pick all through their defense. We got Onyemata and Caden Ellis. Marcus Davenport in the left. You got an old aging Cam Jordan. They don't have the same defense that they used to have. That's gonna be their issue. It's not gonna be their offense, it's gonna be their defense.
Yeah.
I just looked at Colin Cowherd and they got them. The Vegas got the Saints a game over us. They got us at 8-5 and they got the Saints at 9-5. I don't believe that, man.
I don't see how.
I don't believe that.
They.
Their offense.
I just think they're going off the
I
Saints'
don't
glory
believe that.
years, man.
Yeah,
Because to me,
yeah.
I don't think the
I
Saints
don't
did
really think
anything
they.
in the
I
offseason.
don't think they're a game better than
They
us
didn't
this
do.
year, man. I can't see it.
I don't
Like
think
I
they
said,
did anything in the offseason that will constitute them to 9 and 10 wins. I don't think they had a better
Yeah, they
offseason
got
than
them a
us.
game over us,
I don't
bro. I
think
just looked at it.
I
Vegas
saw it as
actually got
well.
the Saints a game over us. I don't see it.
My day.
I really don't see
Yeah.
it.
Is there any way you can pull up the Saints draft board?
The Saints added some weapons on offense, y'all.
hey, Big
I'm
Low, can
trying
you
to
pull
tell
up
you.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
draft board right quick?
Y'all looking at I know they won't got Kendra Miller, which is going to be their Mark Ingram of their offense. They still got Alvin Kamara if he's able to play. They went and got a guard. I want to say what is his name?
Here's a question that knocks a lot of them theories off. Look at the Saints defense and look at the Saints defense and look at our defense. Do you actually think their defense is better than our defense as of right now, as we speak, before we even get? Do you
No.
think their offense will
No.
be better than ours as
No.
we speak right now?
No.
That's
They
debatable,
give a
but I
lot of
don't think
questions
so.
right now.
I
Their
don't think
defense
so.
ain't better than ours
Yeah.
this year. Man, let's look at it. Cam Jordan
No.
old, bro. Cam Jordan getting old, bro.
You
Cam Jordan getting old.
you literally
Cam
said
Jordan getting old, bro.
Cam Jordan and
you
Demario
said
Davis.
about the Super Bowl that Philly had a better running game, almost better complete offense, and a
I get what you're saying, Winston, but I'm saying
and what did they
as of
do?
right now, listen to me. As of right now, do you actually think the Saints on offense and the Saints on defense is better than the Falcons right now?
Answer
Good
that
question now. Good question.
Answer that
Absolutely
question
not.
carefully, Winston. Answer the question. Answer it
You gotta
carefully.
answer the question
I
carefully.
answer the question. No, I do not think
Answer
they
the
did.
question.
On either one. Hold on. But at the same time, when we were sitting there watching that Super Bowl, who had Philly as the better team? They had the number one pass rush in the league. They had the number one rushing offense in the league. They had a ascending talent and a quarterback. Hit two dynamic receivers on the outside. Kansas City lost their top two receivers before they got to the Super Bowl. Everybody
And
thought
with
this.
all that being said, Philly still got 0 sacks.
I let you talk. So let me get that. Everybody thought
Go
the
ahead.
Kansas City was going to be a wash, right? And then what ended up happening?
I didn't think Kansas City was gonna be a wash. Not me. Not me.
That-
At the end of the
I didn't
day,
think they were gonna be a wash.
at the end of the day, they still have
Hard
Patrick
to bet
Mahomes.
against Mahomes, boy.
Yeah,
Hard to
like
bet
they
against
still have
They had
Mahomes, boy.
Mahomes.
Patrick. They
They
This
had
still
man
have
Travis
came out
Patrick
here
Kelsey.
on
Mahomes,
one
bro.
They
foot.
had Mahomes,
You gotta
Travis
respect
Kelsey.
that man.
See,
It's hard to bet against Mahomes,
I-
boy.
And
this is what
it's too
happened.
hard, bro. It's too hard.
It's
I had
hard to
Philly
bet
winning the
against
Super
Mahomes,
Bowl.
boy.
You know, it.
I'm not gonna lie. I did have Philly winning the Super Bowl because for the reasons that you said. But
I know.
I didn't.
I mean, it's not far fetched that he's going against Andy Reid. Them people done been there now. They done been there. So it ain't like they need a Pro Bowl caliber running back, which to me, Pacheco, he's legit. But with
That boy
Travis
bad.
Kelsey, Mahomes, man, listen, man, them people got weapons
I couldn't
galore.
bet against all that,
And
bro.
Andy Reid,
I'm sorry. And I don't
man, it's
even gamble.
hard,
I
bro.
couldn't bet against
It's
Mahomes, bro.
hard.
The worst thing about it, they didn't even have
It's
a
I
hard.
couldn't do it.
receiver. They didn't have a true number one receiver. They rolled out a squad of number 2 and number 3
Travis
receivers.
Kelsey, their number one receiver. Travis
Exactly.
Kelsey, their number one receiver.
Drake London,
Exactly.
number one
He's
receiver. Michael Thomas is the same number one
right.
receiver. They have 2 number
I
one
agree, but Michael Thomas ain't
How can you
Mike,
say
Mike Thomas ain't give you nothing in the last 2.5 seasons.
watch over the same? And I respect what they
But
done done. Hell, I give you one better.
but Mike Thomas,
Tampa Bay had the best draft out of everybody in the NFC South.
I agree
huh?
with that.
Hands
Yeah.
down. Tampa Bay had
Tampa,
the
Hey,
best draft out of
Tampa,
anybody in the NFC South this year.
I
Tampa
agree
Say
Bay
with
that
had
that.
the best.
again.
man,
They had the
we
best
got
2 first
Tampa
picks.
Bay had the best draft out of anybody in the NFC South this year.
I don't know. I mean,
man.
they
Listen,
first 2 picks were
they
good.
Well,
they first
They first 2 picks were
listen.
good, but like
So
we
you
we
think
gotta
you
we
think
gotta
you
wait this
think their
out.
first 2 picks? You think
No, I'm
their
talking
first 2
about the
picks
collective
was
vote.
better than our first 2 picks?
Hold on,
The collective vote.
hold on, Winston. What'd you say, Big Low?
I was just saying their first 2 picks were really good, but like we really don't know yet. Like their first 2 picks were the 2 big names everybody were talking about. But I mean, let's say Bryce Young comes out and wins them 3 Super Bowls. Like, can you say that Tampa Bay had the best draft, or Bijan Robinson comes out and
Absolutely
Patrick
not.
Thomas in 2.0? Like, I mean, so we can't really say they had the best draft because
That's true.
sometimes like one player
That's
yeah,
true.
that's true.
offset.
Hold on,
That's
because
true.
You look at everybody.
in that same light that you just said, if Bryce Young go win 3 Super Bowls, so we talking down the line. I'm
Exactly.
talking
So we
about right
can't say
now.
they had the best draft.
Right
So
there
we
in
Yeah,
can't say.
the
So
period,
we can't say they had the
that's
best
true.
draft.
that's a different conversation.
I can't say that the red, black, and white in my heart can't let me say that, cause boy, I mean that
I
thing gonna be Sean, man. The fact that you can
I
use him, the
draft.
fact that he's a good blocker, a good receiver, and a good runner, that's a lot to put up. That's a lot to put up against in a draft, man.
One player. I said draft.
But he does.
Therefore,
That's one player doing everything.
as a complete whole, Tampa Bay had the best draft out of the NFC South.
But
You
we can't
talking about
really say that though. We can't really say that.
We can't say that yet.
I mean, these guys haven't even
Not
played
yet.
the preseason game. I mean, we could say
Yeah, we can't say that yet.
it's like we could say, hey, it's like Tampa Bay's the draft picks that they made could potentially
Well,
make
decent.
their team better. But like we can't just say, hey, they have the best draft, because what if Cody Mott and Kalijah Kancey come out and they just injury prone their whole career?
all right, so
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
along the same metric, what happened if Bijan come out on his first preseason game and get blown up and he out for the whole season? Along
Nah, I
And
don't
that's
think.
the thing.
along
And
the
that's why
same
I'm not saying we had the best draft. And second of all, please knock on wood to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, I got my table right here.
Woody Woodpecker right now.
I'm at my wood. I'm at my work table right now, tapping that
Hey.
shit as we speak.
Just saying,
I'm telling you, boy.
ATL Jordan. ATL Jordan Faithful. He said he agree with you, man. He said based on theory, how the picks were labeled coming out, he thinks Tampa Bay did have a good draft, so hey.
Yeah, they had a good draft.
They had the best draft in the NFC. Well, not NFC, NFC South.
I mean that, and like I said, that's remained to be seen.
If we go along, put it like that. If we go along the same metric over what will happen in the future, or injuries and all that stuff, if we go along the same metric, then therefore we have to grade our draft off the same metric too. So
Exactly.
therefore,
Exactly.
if we do that, then we still have to go.
But what I'm saying, as we speak, as far as the draft, as far as the offseason moves, I do not see Tampa Bay, the Saints, or the Panthers giving us hell like they gave us in the past. I don't see it, man. Coming out the South, I can't see it.
I
can't see it.
Hell, I don't think it's going to be the cakewalk that everybody thinks.
Nah, I don't think it's first.
Division games always tough, no matter how bad the team is.
Yeah, division games always gonna be hell. I just don't see them.
And they got young and fast, real quick, in a hurry.
So did we.
Fast,
so did we. So we stand with the wave. So did we.
You got to think about Tampa just won a Super Bowl a couple years ago. They have championships.
I understand that. But this my thing right here, though, Winston. And I know you can agree with me with this. This my thing right here. When has the last time you ever heard the Falcons getting good on defense?
2017.
Before the season.
Look how long ago that was.
But before the season,
we never really did and bust no moves on defense.
Understand
we bust some moves on defense. We got right on defense. We ain't never heard that, man.
Won a Super Bowl a couple years ago. And their biggest issue, when they say they ran it back with a whole bunch of old players. So they took and removed all the old and slow players and put young, fast, hey, below, I'm going to use your word, Thundercats.
I understand that. I tell you what, these moves we made all season better than puree Jerry, ain't it?
Huh?
Look at Smitty.
I didn't hear what he said.
Oh man. He said that move was better.
These moves we made better than puree Jerry, ain't it?
Yeah, true. But that's a low floor. That doesn't even make sense. That's a low floor.
That don't even make it up off the floor.
I mean, but the thing is, like,
about somebody who's on a low floor. That's not something to be happy about.
I mean, the thing
exactly. That's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making.
Up here, and we make moves above that. That's how you become a great team.
I know. That's the point I'm making, though.
You talking about Perrier Jared? He's down here.
Exactly. That's the point I'm making. We haven't really made no defensive moves in a minute, even with that trash. We've made moves on the defense that we actually can talk about and speak on in a positive aspect. When the last time half the Falcons did that? It's been a minute, man.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. And we can't sit here and lie to ourselves. It's been a good minute.
Optimism of us being able to spend money. So we're gonna have more money than what we had this offseason, next offseason. Like, don't be caught up in the moment of that.
The thing is, like,
I'm caught up in the moment of getting better. I'm caught up in the moment of getting better. That's the moment I'm caught up in.
Hold on, Greg. Big Low, go ahead, man.
Oh, my bad. I was just gonna say, like, the thing is, when it comes to Tampa, it's like I hear you say that, like, they got younger and faster. It's like if you look at their offense, it's like a lot of people say, hey, they got the best wide receiving core in the division. Well, it's like Mike Evans, he's taking a step down. He's not the same Mike Evans from 3 years ago. You never know.
I don't agree with that.
He's the same Mike Evans. He just don't have the quarterback.
Mike Evans ain't the same guy.
I think so. All you gotta do is give him the football, throw it up there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. As of right now, today, what is today? The 7th. Mike Evans is the best receiver in our division.
I still agree with that.
Like, hands in, he's the best receiver in our division.
So
I
so
still agree
so
with
so
that.
you're saying that he has the best abilities, including availability in our division right now.
Yeah,
You're saying that,
He
yeah.
said availability. Oh man.
including availability. You're saying he's gonna play every game
But
this year. Yep.
he
He
will
ain't
take a
gonna
step
go
back
there.
because they have Baker Mayfield at quarterback now, not Tom
That's
Brady.
gonna be their issue.
Oh my God, boy, that right there speaks enough volumes right there.
You got
Baker
Baker
Mayfield.
Mayfield and Kyle Trask at quarterback. That's gonna be their issue. It's not gonna be the
Yeah,
rest of the team. It's
yeah.
Might
gonna
be
be the
Matt
quarterback
Ryan though.
position.
Might
It's
be
not
Matt
Mike
Ryan.
Evans. It's not Mike Evans. It's the quarterback. But Wolf, what's going on, man?
Big Smith, what's poppin'?
That man,
What's
Desmond
poppin'?
Ritter.
What's poppin'? Yeah.
Desmond Ritter, Pro Bowl quarterback, or am I tripping?
First of all, Smith, God bless your family and all that. You know what I'm saying? Prayers due to everybody. Everybody, peace and blessings to everybody.
Peace and blessings.
Look,
Peace and blessings, my
you know
brother.
what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Listen. Look, if Desmond Ritter can't make me buy a playoff ticket in December, I really don't care. You see what I'm saying? If he can't make me buy a playoff ticket in December, I don't care about none of that, Smith. I'm just saying, it's just me, right? If your team can't make you buy or can't make you travel in December, I don't want to talk. You see what I'm saying? So before we get
Good
to
point.
that point, let's make sure that he could get to this point. Right? Let's make sure he could get to point A, B. Because buying a playoff ticket is way down the alphabet somewhere. You see what I'm saying? And what this fan base want to do is we want to go to playoff games.
Oh yeah, no doubt
You
about
can't
that. That's the
listen.
goal.
Look,
Yeah, that's true.
yo, Smith. Every time the Falcons done been traveled on East Coast, I've been there. I've been to the Philadelphia game when we had it. Been that when we was on that revenge tour. I done been when it was 28-2 and I'm in Giant Stadium and we only scored 2 points. You see what I'm
That
saying?
still hurt to me. That still hurt.
I ain't worried about what he gonna do as far as MVP. I don't worry about that stuff. That's why my content be raw. I don't care about none of that. I wasn't cheering for the defense because you gotta make me believe in the defense. You gotta make me believe now. All that talking we doing is just talk. And I get it. Because it's good, it's content creators out there that you need that. You need that type of talk. You see what I'm saying? That's important.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as me, if you can't me go on Ticketmaster and spend $1,000 because I work hard for my money, I don't want to talk, B. I don't want to talk.
I get it.
I got my closet full of number 2 and 11 Julio Jones, 84, 58. I done bought 21s. I even bought more Anderson's jersey. You see what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing if you ain't talking about no rings. If your phone ain't ringing, I don't want to talk.
Yes.
It's your boy Wolf Day 1A1, man. Remember to get your life up, not your likes up. You already know what it is. I'm different, man. I don't care about if he do good, we good. And if he got a playoff ticket, I'm gonna tell you like this. I hope we go to Minnesota because I'm traveling to Minnesota. I'm traveling to Detroit. I'm traveling to the Giants. Wherever we going to the playoff game, I'm at. You're gonna see me live in full effect.
Yeah.
And then we're going to see how many Falcon fans going to show up when you got to go on that road. When you got to be a road warrior.
Well, you know, so Big Wolf, first of all, thank you so much for your passion and everything like that. If you are traveling, make sure that you go online, sign up with the Rise Up tour. We travel, you know, I'm there. So, you know, but in the meantime, and until these games happen in September, you know, we really don't got no choice but to talk about it, boss.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Until the playoffs come, we really don't got no choice but to talk about it and, you know, kind of hope and wish, right?
But that's why
Yeah.
I said you need content creators that do that. You need that.
Yeah.
I don't knock somebody if what they do of how they do. But what I'm saying is my fanhood changed over the years. I'm not the same fan I was in my 20s.
You grew
I'm
callous.
not the same fan as I was when I was 15 or 16. I look at the
Yeah,
game different.
you look at it different. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
You
got to
grew callous.
understand, on the East Coast, the reason why I became a Falcons fan wasn't because of no players. It was because Jerry Glansville swagged out. Jerry Glansville was the first one on the New York Post. We talking about John Gotti. We talking about the Mafia in his heyday, and Jerry Glansville was on the cover of the New York Daily News. We talking about in the 90s. I said, who the fuck is that dude right there?
Jerry Glansville was the man.
Right.
It was bad, man.
That's because up here, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers, we swag out up here. You know, everything I got on, if I go out, I got my Falcon on me. I'm swagging out, whether it's I'm swagging out. It wasn't about no football. I had to learn about football later on, but my energy different because I get where you have to have the conversations, but you also have fans who have suffered for 60 years. The Red Helmets, everybody here, do your history on the Red Helmets. That fan base suffered. It suffered greatly. Yeah. Not just one season, multiple seasons. And I respect my elders, bro. I respect my elders, bro. That's a fact, bro. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the ones that's dead and gone, that's not here to see what the process is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that don't even appreciate, can't even appreciate what the team is doing because they gone. They dead and gone already. You see what I'm saying? Look, yo, Smith, I had a family member just pass away. His teams suffered for all his life. His team suffered all his life. He was a fan of the New Jersey Nets. He was a fan of the New York Jets, and he was a fan of the Mets. And all his teams, all his life, you could count on. He only agreed with or probably resonate to one championship, and that was the '86 Miracle. Other than that, his teams have suffered. You see what I'm saying? He can't enjoy the preseason. He can't enjoy the process. He can't enjoy none of that right now because he's gone. You see what I'm saying? I'm about appreciation of our organization as well. And you need that type of conversation more than we worried about what Ritter gonna do. Let Ritter be from A to B. Once he get to B, then let's talk about the rest of the stuff he's going to talk about. I hope he going crazy, 40 touchdowns. I hope he do 40, 50 touchdowns. Word is born. I hope he do that.
I do too.
But maybe, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Me, you know, I don't know, Smith. You know me. I'm a little crazy. I'm Puerto Rican. You know how it is, man. Puerto Ricans be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You from the BX?
So
nah, I ain't from the BX, bro. I'm from Jersey.
Jersey.
So we actually gonna be staying in Jersey whenever we come up there. But
yeah, because y'all going to the Jets game. Y'all going to the Jets game. Yeah.
But,
well, I'll be in Atlanta. I'll be in Atlanta for 2-3 games. I'll be in Atlanta. Maybe I'll go to the Jets game. I just want to road. I want to see the Falcons on the road, man. I want to go on more road games, but you know, we'll see what happens. If you up here, man, I'll connect with you, man. Just come over, shoot me an email, you know what I'm saying? Or we'll connect we'll connect on Smitty, Alberto, you know what I'm saying, on my channel. We'll connect everybody, man. Have a blessed day. I just came in to show Smith, man. God bless your family. God bless all y'all families, man. Get money.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
And get blessings, man. And you know what, man? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for my passion. It's just I'm Puerto Rican. I'm crazy.
Hey,
bro.
man.
I'm crazy. You know, we got
that's the best thing about you, man.
If you ain't passionate about your team, man.
Don't never apologize about how you feel.
Always be you. Always be you.
Yeah, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's just salute to y'all, man. Salute to every Atlanta Falcon content creator that's doing something. Salute to all of y'all, man, and salute to everybody that has an opinion. Because I don't mean to disrespect nobody's opinion. I just feel as though we need to also be appreciative to what this team. There's a lot of good stories on this team. There's a lot of positive things going on this team, man. You know, and let me tell you something. We international. For everybody in the chat, we are
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
international. You got
Yeah,
Atlanta
yeah.
Falcon fans everywhere, bro. That's repping the squad everywhere, and that have
You
Oh
suffered
yeah.
get
and that
B-Love
have
over
enjoyed it.
Germany.
That's it,
Yeah,
man.
man.
That's
I
it,
Oh
got
yeah.
man. So,
Falcons.
man, listen, man. Hey, Smith, man, I appreciate you letting me up, man. I appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing. Congratulations on your AK. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Keep pushing, keep doing your thing, bro. And everybody who shoot content, let's make sure that mainstream media know who the hell we are. You feel me?
That's what
Let's
we
make
trying
sure
to
they
kick
know
for,
who we
bro.
are.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure that they let them know who we are. That's why I do my videos, because I do it raw, uncut, no edits, no nothing. I don't care about nothing. I'm doing barbershop talk and block talk. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. So, you know what I'm saying? Man, salute to you, man. Salute to everybody, man. Peace out, peace, blessings, and everybody, bro. Later.
Appreciate
All right.
Hey
appreciate
man,
that,
I'm on
bro.
the same level as you, man. Look at these work gloves. Who on
And the
here?
big thing too, all
Look at these
content
work
creators
gloves.
don't hate on each other, man. Everybody got their
Look
same
at
thing,
these
but
work
everybody
gloves.
trying to do
Die
the same
hard.
thing.
Hey,
You ain't
MW
never
franchise player
Die
say
I
he in
see you,
Germany,
boy.
man. MW say he in Germany, man. So I have
you get
followers
big.
from Germany, Australia, UK. So
Oh yeah, I done seen plenty of that.
hey,
Oh yeah.
so I got international, fans too, man. We all do. But man, it's been great, man. We went over time, so couldn't stop to talk, man, because it was an absolutely great topic, man. And I'm just being
Oh yeah.
optimistic. That's all. That's why I answered,
And you
because
know
Oh,
what?
ain't nothing wrong with
like I
that,
said,
Smitty.
you look
Yeah.
at the 1998 team, similar build to that, and man, I think great coaching moves. Desmond really he set up for greatness, man. All he
Look,
got to do is execute, and all they got to do is coach the man the right way.
look,
But
Smith.
Hey Smitty, didn't that 98 team make you hate Shannon Sharp though? Tell the truth now. Let's keep it a buck, everybody. Everybody Falcon fan. Didn't that make you hate Shannon Sharp that year?
I
Shannon
can't.
Sharp a friend of my family, so I can't say too much about Shannon. He a friend of the family, so
Yeah, cause he
I
grew up around with
understand that,
Big
but
Low.
boy, I'm talking
Yeah,
about how good he was. It made you hate him, boy.
yeah. But I understand where Low coming from, because he grew up right around where Shannon grew up at. So
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I love Shannon Sharp, man.
yeah,
He apologetically honest. I
yeah.
like him now, but I hated him then when he played my birds, man. I can't help it.
Hey, but Smitty, look, man. If you feel
If it was
optimistic
20
about
years
something,
ago,
bro, that's you. If you feel optimistic, you feel something, man. Like you say it, you speak up. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's your opinion, your mouth, your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and
Oh yeah.
feel about it, fam. Like, don't
yeah,
never apologize about feeling optimistic about your team.
yeah,
but
that's
So
why
no.
you
Never.
why you got the mic Big Low, man? Tell everybody what you got on tap, man.
Hey, man, I'm still on this journey to become. I know everybody's talking, and see, this is how humble I am. I know everybody's talking about Desmond Ritter being a Pro Bowler, but I'm trying to be a Pro Bowler. So, you know, still trying to be the next quarterback for the Falcons. Got something coming soon. Y'all may check us out at Big Low Country Sports.
hey, Big Low.
Oh man.
What's up, man?
Hey man, hey, look. I seen the name, the handle that you put on your jump.
Oh, Jackie Country. Oh, yeah, yeah.
You started a new group, man.
Hey, man, hey. Look, I'm still with Southern Still. It ain't no
Hey,
new.
I think he about to switch up on us, man.
Yeah, he
Nah,
about to
man,
be
never
a
that. Never that, man.
He done signed that contract behind our back, man.
Nah, man.
That man a trick, man.
He pulled up Beyonce.
But man, before we get out of here, man, as I always say, man, thank y'all for tuning in, and everybody in the chat, thank y'all for keeping it positive. Thank y'all for all the great content y'all put out, man. But as I always say, man, go in the description of this video. Everybody that supports the sports machine on some level, man, content creating, guest hosting, their link is in the description of this video. Y'all go subscribe to their channels, man, because like I say, man, they put in just as much work as I do, and I can't thank them enough. But Big Low, you gave Chandler a shout out, man. Winston, I want to thank you, my brother, for coming through big time. Greg, keep putting out those dope sneakers, man, because those Freddy Krueger sneakers, man, I got to have me some of those.
Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that, man.
I got to
I just wanted to step. I'm doing the same thing you doing, Smitty. Just trying to step outside the box and think differently. I mean, I ain't never seen no shoe that you can feel his skin on. So I said, well, I can do that, and did it.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. But right quick, man, platform. Greg, tell them where to find you at for those custom shoes now.
At GQB Custom Kicks on TikTok and Instagram. Gregory Brown SR on Instagram is my regular page. You can find me at Gregory Brown on Facebook. Just give me a shout, man, and holler at me.
That's what I'm talking about. Big Low.
Check out my work.
Tell them where they can find you. You fry that catfish, man.
Damn, sports on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure y'all check us out, man. You know, we chop it up all the time, have a good time, man.
No doubt about it, man. Winston, the right hand man. Tell them where to find you at.
You can find me on Facebook, Winston Thornton, Atlanta Bird Gang. I'm in there every day, all day. On Facebook, and on YouTube. Atlanta Bird Gang, Smitty, Uncle Steve. I'm in the process of getting myself lined up to create my own platform, and I'm working on it. So give me a little bit of time.
We're gonna make it happen,
man. Go for it.
We're gonna make it happen.
Go for
it. Hopefully, I have it together by the beginning of the summer. But God willing, help with these amazing brothers. Like I think I can figure it out.
Hey, we're gonna promote you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
But shout out to Tidy Jones as well, man.
Atlanta Bird Game, man.
Top administrator in Atlanta Bird Game, man. Y'all can check him out on YouTube as well at Atlanta Bird Game, man. He does his thing, man. Giving y'all great content as well. But great show, man, as always. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Like I said, go to the description, find these content creators, support them, and we're gonna rock out, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
All right, be easy, man.
All right, y'all. Y'all be safe out there.